guys, what's up? It's a little update on the bike. I was told that I could buy a 72 triple tree and that I could take it to a machine shop and have it bored out to accept the 35mm forks. Yeah, that didn't work. So just took my later model neck, which was I think off of a 74, 79. Anyway, it's a 35mm triple tree. I took that to Cub Machine and we proceeded to take it apart, took the stem out of the triple tree, shortened it, and then put it back together. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and weld the bottom of that. I'm going to reinstall it in the bike. Once everything is ready to go back to paint and powder coat, I'll take that stem back to Cub Machine. I'm going to have him machine it down so it's got a really nice finish to it. But anyway, at least it'll work in the bike. Like I said, I'll have a more modern front end with a 35mm.
Okay. Bam.
Yeah. Hey, okay, lock.
Oh.
Okay, over here it's little deepness. You can fill around all over here with welding.
Okay.
That's it. Exactly the same size. Okay. When you weld it, then you can bring it. I'm gonna make it straight or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
So nice tight anyway, but
Yeah.
you need to be welded. Make sure everything is perfect.
To kind of have a look, here is the 34mm, and this is the 35. And as you'll notice, the 35, I don't know if you can tell, is a little bit, it's got a little wider stance to it. As you can see, the 35 here on the left is a little bit wider stance. So, and you can see here on the bottom where he machined it down, and I've got to go ahead in here and put some tack welds, or excuse me, some welds in here, and then he'll refinish that a little bit later. But it's the correct length now, and should go into the neck really nicely. Okay, not the prettiest weld, but I think that's going to do the trick, and after it gets turned down on the mill, it should look okay. Oh yeah, I know what some of you guys are going to say. Is that going to hold? I don't know. We'll find out. You know how when you get tools from people for free, there's usually a reason why. So my dad gives me this jigsaw, sawzall, and I'm thinking, great. But now I know why. Because this little pin that's in here, screw, one that I don't have a replacement for right now. Not a big deal. It's like 50-cent part. Yeah, it's pretty much stripped and may come out, but I'm going to go for it anyway. And that's what I'm talking about. Plan B. I got in here and basically attacked all of these little mounts, cut off the kickstand, the upright kickstand mount, cut off the frame lock. I'll go back and fill that in later. But basically I just want to get all of the excess. I'm going to go ahead and leave the passenger mounts on here so that the wife can take a ride. I'm in the process of putting these forks back together, but I've got an issue, and that is that this, see if you can see this here in the white, is unique in that you need a special tool to hold this end while you put a bolt in this end as it goes into the lower leg. I don't have that tool, so I'm gonna have to make my own. Okay, so here's the result. So I've got this part here, and as you can see, it's got a pin inside of it. I took a piece of 1-inch flat bar, and it's a little crude, but notched it out. And that. So there's a quick update. As you can see, the bike's looking a little bit more like a bike. One of the things I noticed was that, and I kind of heard this, but the older bikes have a shorter wheelbase, and luckily I had a couple extra swing arms from later models. I measured the difference. It looks like I think it's 19.5 inch in length on the existing 72 swing arm. The later models are more like 21.5. Yeah, 21.5, so a good 2 inches longer. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the wheel, swap it out. Amazingly, this front tire actually held some air, so I've got the front end put together a little bit on it. It's definitely gonna need taller shocks in the back. I'm just gonna use these to mock up right now. Basically, you know, so it's gonna have more of a level stance rather than, say, a 70s, 80s choppers look. I'm gonna swap out the swing arm and see how she looks. See, pretty big difference in length. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. You see that, guys? You know what that is? Yeah, right here. This is a safety pin. That's punk rock. Okay, so it's end of day 2, and as you can see, a little better with the mock-up. Front end's on, 35 millimeter. Got this swing arm on here, and now it's kind of lengthened the stance of the bike. Should handle better, looks better already. I took the stock springs that I had and I adjusted them all the way up, so kind of leveled the bike out a little bit more. Brought the front end down just about an inch, which is the same thing I did with my street tracker. These bars are just temporary, something I had laying around so I could get the bike pushed around, but the bike is definitely starting to take shape. So kind of excited about this little project. It's going together much quicker than the last bike I did. I guess that just goes to show you that, you know, once you get into it, once you do one, you know, the second one comes a lot easier. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and tune in again.